Final chapter already? Hell yeah, brother. Oh, I like this. Okay. Alright, just don't bug out on me, we good.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it.
RoboCop tomorrow, boys?
No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
Okay, this
That's why you can't tell me anything.
this recap
It's
is
the ribbon,
important.
isn't it?
We're destroying the tree.
No! What monsters are you? What horrible, evil, villainous, warped monsters are you?
I think the music should be a
you're not
little
really
bit
gonna send
higher.
me
It's,
to the
it's a
farm,
little
are ya?
awkward, bro.
I don't know. Snow will come around. She's just... the crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Chef?
Have we played the
We have a
RoboCop
great
joint,
deal to
G?
discuss.
I'm interested for that one because from what I've seen, it looks a little like, what's the word I'm looking for? Creative? It doesn't look like your typical FPS. It looks like they actually try to do something different with it. Kino, really? Oh, it got the Kino approval by Akko. Okay. Big praise. Cry Wolf.
You've come a long way. You must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
You would give this pipsqueak the fucking gun. This guy.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin. Well, gramercy me, take a seat at the very least.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures. Never said a bad word. And that relationship's worked till these ends.
Just what are you talking about?
I've just been left in relative peace, I think puts it best. Allowed to live my own way. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
I bet you can't aim, bitch.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here?
Motherfucker pulls out the blicky and you have the nerves to say relax. For real, man. What the hell?
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Who would try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself
Who
further.
done it?
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under
Crooked Man
control.
equals the Rothschilds?
I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
Yo, why? He has so much power, right? Why the fuck they disobeying him, dog?
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And
you
then
told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift.
This is very off.
Ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying? Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you? I told you.
Get the fuck away from me. He's the one you fucking want.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
You think this edgy teenager-looking motherfucker's gonna do anything for me?
Did
Huh?
I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Okay. I gave Tweedledee or Dumb a chance before. If there's an option to kill one of these bitches,
You're done, Wolf.
Come on.
I'm doing
We're
it.
pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Nah, Snow White ain't here. Everything's off limits now.
Oh god.
This way.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Georgie.
Ooh, shit.
I know.
Oh, damn, he just transformed. He don't give a fuck no more. What is that on the bottom? Is that my health bar? What the fuck, dude? Everyone in New York City is terrified right now? Oh my god. This is fucking dope.
Fuck, what was that?
What do you mean, what was that? You dense?
Take him off.
I can't.
Ain't no way, bro. Get up. How you get winded from that?
Gun it.
Are you sure?
Do it.
He's not moving.
Keep going. Fuck.
Come on.
Right. Fuck it.
It's the exact same outfit. Just coincidentally, huh? Okay, you want to talk about pointless? That entire sequence was kind of pointless if they're just gonna end up being here. It's a little... The fuck was the point? If they were trying to flee for real...
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
True.
How did...
What part of eavesdrop? There was an eavesdropping fucking option. You know, you just go walk in, motherfucker. Dude, I don't remember like chapter 1 being completed or at all. Like, what's happening? Am I missing the achievements?
I hope to come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I had to say your goodbyes first.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's not explaining.
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered?
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then? You fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I could never...
Okay, she's deflecting because she can't say it. She's deflecting because she can't say it.
Goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
sometimes you just have to do what you're told. Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore.
You didn't have to do anything.
Like hell I didn't. Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault.
You would do it again?
He told me to kill them.
He's doubling down, boys.
Sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell. You think that'll help? You still haven't learned, have you? Still the same old fucking moron. Go ahead and kill me then, but it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit.
Who said anything about
Job's
killing you,
done
boy?
right. George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
You're going behind bars. You're gonna rot in a fucking
But
cell.
what's I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
Stop complaining and take responsibility for what you did. You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know.
Hold on, bro. What are these fucking dialogue options, man? What the fuck? Those were your ribbons? That's not true. It's either stay silent or how could you? Like, the other two are just not... They're not... What the fuck? A few mistakes. A few mistakes. I think I'm gonna stay silent, boys.
That. But did it have to be like this? You sold me out.
Welcome to the club, then.
You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started, anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit. What the fuck are you supposed to do then?
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here, please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Just say something, bitch!
Really...
Just shut up. What makes you think you can just... I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here.
This is so stupid.
But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to...
This is so stupid. I don't get a say in this, but she doesn't say anything. Fucking women. What the fuck do you mean, bro? I don't get a say in this, but you've been silent the entire time.
This person, what I did to Faith and Lily.
You stupid?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit!
Just... Jesus.
I want to say this was a scripted death. I don't think there was any way of saving her.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh! Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't
This game
think
is
so, Bigby.
This game is gory, bro. Holy.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it. Make a promise to a dying man.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with. I'm not sticking around for much longer.
You deserve worse than this, Georgie.
I suppose you're right. No more games, all right. We both know how this ends.
Yo, Akko is on one today.
Just make it quick.
Akko wants to
I
smoke.
know what I did. What? You're just gonna leave me here?
He'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done.
Fuck you!
I don't know why
Piece of
he's...
shit.
He just keeps downplaying that he killed 2 other Fables. Like, this motherfucker still not taking accountability at all. I had no choice. Victim card. Fuck out of here. Die slow, bitch. He died stabbed. Accurate considering the voice sounds British. Fucking... Dude, quote that. Yo, I think we're at the end of the game. I'm pretty sure this is where the game ends. It's like this is where the big fight's going down, isn't it? Okay, so I'm assuming this is where I would end up if I hopped on the other car. So then we wouldn't see Georgie die? Oh, I guess that's how Vivian could have lived, right? I think that's how Vivian could have lived. If we went here first and then Georgie died on her, and then she would have been the last one left. Tough! RoboCop tonight? Fuck that.
He's here, all right.
Fuck that. Lady with the ribbon actually is a tail? No idea. It sounds like one. There's nothing else? Okay, whatever.
Of course.
Nothing like giving lessons to kids with being beheaded. Fair. Yo, Akko with no sleep is the best Akko, boys.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Sleep deprived Akko? Thumbs up. I read that so fucking wrong. Holy.
Bigby Wolf.
The big bad wolf.
Oh, that is her. She sounded weird.
You used to be something.
Still am, bitch.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Is that what they used to hold me down or something in one of the Fables? The wiki is low-key brutal with Vivian? Hey, quote that bitch. Let's hear it. Anything from the Brothers Grimm. Would it... Hey, listen, I looked at this motherfucker and I thought that was a banana. I don't know if that's the fat dude in me, because, like, bananas are healthy, right? That's still... I'm fat.
Silver.
The big bad wolf. about time you showed up.
Was there a mirror there?
Take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece.
Hold that thought. Goals: live a good life with Georgie. Failed. Kill herself so she can free Narissa and the rest of these strippers from her spell. Succeeded. Oh, Narissa is still alive, isn't it?
I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Fuck it.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Don't guilt trip me, bitch. How is she doing that with no mirrors around? That's a little cheating, isn't it? What do you mean? Do your magic gene. Change it just how you know it. Oh, okay. We gotta be quick. Aight. Like quick. Go, bitch. Hey, I'm still getting fucked up. What the hell?
Where are you? Come out and face me.
It's over, boy. She has thorn mail. I read chat. I saw flat chest. God damn it, bro. Cutting board. The sound effects are amazing in this game. What? I hit that, bro. What do you mean? Hey, if you don't have a silver bullet, this ain't gonna work. Oh, Oh shit, dude! Oh, this is legit, boy. This is good. What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting his final form to be an actual wolf. Because the werewolf form seems to be a little bit... I don't know, I think it would be more lethal than this. Alright, we're using the move that ruins pigs' homes. Now I'm thinking about the sequel, right? The sequel and how it's gonna look? Oh, man. Oh, man. Is he okay eating glass, though? He'll be fine. You ever seen that SpongeBob episode, Akko? Or was that Nails? That was Nails, wasn't it? Never mind. That shit was good.
Bigby, you look tired.
Give me...
How the fuck was that chapter 3, bro? What? You should have saved that towards the end.
One good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will...
This is a trick question, boys. This is a trick question. I don't want to do anything. I'm not doing anything.
Meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me,
okay, cool.
I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring...
I like how that's still an option.
Doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason...
He's a politician, bro. They'll listen to him.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's
Give me one reason not to rip you apart. Pulls out the 6-shooter.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this.
Hey, I was planning to kill Bloody Mary. I can take you back there.
You're often reckless. And I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
I shouldn't have said anything, boys.
You really think I'm that
You gonna twist my
I
words.
understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Bro, if Snow White dies because of this decision,
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
you intimidated the Crooked Man? He wasn't intimidated by the big fucking wolf that was tearing out Bloody Mary over there?
You're
But that
under
was?
arrest.
Oh my god.
You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
That's a crooked eye flap, too.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
That was a chapter?
It doesn't matter.
I guess so.
He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen here. I know what's gonna happen. I know exactly what's gonna happen. Snow White, because we're at the witching well, right? Snow White, or Miss White, she's gonna want us to keep him alive and take him to the court. But every single other person in here is gonna want me to toss him down the well. Oh no, dude.
But that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one
Yakuza brain.
It's about time you
True.
Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Some Kiwami 2 chapter sizes, bro.
Murderer. You killed Lily.
was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook.
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is...
Come on, man. We gotta have better dialogue options than this, bro. This ain't good. This ain't gonna look good on me, whatever I say here, bro. He suffered at the end. Like, come on, man. They're gonna be like, oh, you took his life. You selfish. You had this kill. Oh my god.
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
Yes!
I believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need.
doesn't
You are a
change
fucking
anything.
crook. That being
We'll
said to
deal
a
with
man
it
named the
later,
Crooked
but
Man.
right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't.
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Staying out of this.
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
This is all
you
the
are
Fabletown?
charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of
Speaking
Sheriff
on the
Bigby
Prince,
Wolf.
Lawrence, right?
A misunderstanding.
I'm pretty sure he can
Aiding
actually
and
die.
providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud,
shit.
extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there
Hey, how we doing,
anything
Jess?
you would
Welcome
like
in.
to say?
I was trying to find like a pocket to not interrupt.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit!
Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together
Yo, who the fuck said that, bro? Who went, what the fuck in the background, dog?
and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
We're doing pretty good over here.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie.
Why did you uncuff him? Are you stupid?
I don't have to tell you what kind of person
You didn't
he
have to
was.
uncuff him, bro.
He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do
You want to talk about Yakuza brains?
Bullshit.
That's some Yakuza
A
brain.
powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your question.
That doesn't mean
I was
anything.
willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you?
But how's
You'd
Miss
do
Jess doing over
anything.
there?
You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
The fuck you just say?
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious.
I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted to—
I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
That was Crane. It was him.
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the
Oh, here we go. Because I burned her little tree, huh? Her little tree.
Else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
You burned it down?
You see?
It was illegal.
There's more to this than they're saying, okay? It was necessary to keep this town safe. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
What choice did I have?
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You
Tired of the
hated
grind,
Crane,
man. I need a
and
holiday.
You hated him for wanting to fuck
I hope you get one
and you
soon,
being
man.
too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
That sounds so fake.
And so does the sheriff.
That sounds so fake. You gotta.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you.
You gotta put more emotion into your words. What are you on about?
But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
Kill both Crooked Man and Snow White. Restart it all.
Even now.
Solution. Easy.
But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
What? Even Granny? Hey, Granny's on our side? Fuck your tree, though, still.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's...
Narissa.
I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're
Where
doing
Narissa at?
I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you. For
Her
profit.
lips are no longer
Georgie,
sealed.
To make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes. Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think
Bluebeard
we'd all
did
just
that.
let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must
Hey, I
perish for
spared
mine.
Dee's life, though.
Different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't...
Oh god, I'm dropping frames. I caught that. Give it a minute, give it a minute, give it a minute. Okay.
The point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Fuck, I didn't know what. Oh my god, dude, I was focused on the drop frames. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. I'm staying quiet.
Listen, I
The
know.
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare
Fuck it, kill
challenge your
everyone.
brutality when it leaks to our dear
No
citizens?
Fables alive!
Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Let's go!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
Our trump card.
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We can't
need to
lie.
establish
We
some
can't lie.
order
We can't
here.
lie.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Nerissa, you heard him. You witnessed this?
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
That's the boomer way, man.
He won't escape.
I can help.
Fuck that.
We'll use magic.
That's not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't give a shit.
bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you
Vote.
think, Missy?
Should
Vote.
have a vote. Make it
Democratic.
democratic.
Do
Yep.
you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I don't know why we're taking advice from this old hag when this bitch was trying to be a fucking little girl when we went to her house.
Guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Say less. Rip his head off.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Hey man, what the fuck? I didn't even get to pick. Alright, you wanna go down the well yourself. You volunteered, motherfucker. You volunteered.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already. You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
Cap.
You're going to miss me.
Why? How you gonna cap like that? The fuck?
No, I won't.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
We can erase one more. You can join them. You can join your tree. You can see your tree again. Oh my god, dude. You can't be glitching at the end of the game! Nice, bro. Nice, dude.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Fuck's sakes, man. Choice is blank. Good job. This could have been a smooth ending, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. You had one job, dude. You gotta work on your transitions. I said we burned the entire book. Jean and Akko are both menaces in today's chat. Both menaces.
Oh, hi. Sheriff Bigby. Great to see you. I don't know if you remember me.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You
Oh.
worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Did you just skip? Did you just skip the entire thing with the pig?
Okay, great.
This fucking...
I think it skipped the pig segment.
Fine.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Right. Thanks.
I'm I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Fucking simp. Oh, wait. This might be it. Okay.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
How does that even happen? Like that, you know how long that entire segment from the beginning of the cutscene to this point? How the fuck does that even work? That's a lot to skip. Oh, Crane booked a flight and he dipped. Last time we saw him, he was talking to Bloody Mary or something.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Hey, don't yell at
Sorry
TJ.
about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Wait, that is fucked up, dude. The entire game, Snow and TJ was having like this bond. That's fucked up. That is so fucked up. What?
Can you give this to Miss White,
Look!
please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so...
Bro, they had like a relationship going on.
She was nice. So...
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she
Nah.
liked that one the best.
Give Snow White an apple.
It's a willow beetle. That's
Fuck
a big
this.
one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people.
Oh my
in
god,
their
Shrek
sleep
is at the farm,
sometimes.
boys.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have
Your
a
dad
choice
broke the
anymore.
rules? That's fucked up.
I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side.
Nah, we'll
okay?
change Snow's mind.
Plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so.
This is so fucked up,
Have you
dude.
been there before?
No, I'm. Some of the animals aren't.
I hate this ending, man. What the fuck?
You wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't
How
know.
should I know?
Saying goodbye?
That was an awkward way to step down from the sidewalk. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah.
Miss White, a
guess
fucking
I am.
tyrant, bro. Killer.
It's not easy to forget.
Unbelievable.
I know it seems like I should be able to.
Hold that thought. Checking online, apparently there was nothing you could do to stop them from getting sent to the farm. Good old Telltales and its choices matter. Yeah, I hope Akko's hopium Hopium? Hopium. I hope they make a comeback. What if Snow White is the fucking villain, bro, in the second one?
It's just...
What if the power goes to her head, dude? I will chuck a fucking apple at her. Ah!
Listen, I came here because...
You know what they should also do in the sequels? Add a little bit more to the timer so I can actually pick what I want to fucking pick.
I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
It was a
Not sure
lie.
Where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding in
Burn her
the pie for
at the
good.
stakes.
But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had
Allies?
no choice. You have to understand.
What do you mean allies?
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Touch her arm? Yo, Telltale, you wanna talk, bro? What kind of stupid ass... Who the fuck wrote that? Yo, someone check that studio. Let me touch her arm. You could have put comfort her, man. Who the fuck put this in here? What the fuck?
What happened?
You dirty
Can you
motherfucker!
Tell me anything else.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Oh my god, bro. I'm like staring at these fucking dialogue options. The timer is going, and I don't give a fuck about the timer. And then at the end of the timer, I'm over here sitting depressed and pissed off because I didn't pick the fucking decision, voice dialogue option response that I wanted.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially
Red Riding Hood.
That night after Faith.
It's like the dirty version of the story.
I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with
What you
her
doing
scheduled
over there, man?
appointment.
What you watching
so
over
I did
there?
the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save the rest of us.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that.
Walking Dead season
When
1
we
still
suffer,
stays kind of king.
We do it in silence.
We gotta get to
And
it.
The world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith.
The sad thing about season 1, Walking Dead, when it came out, it was so huge, right? So like, I know the ending of the first Walking Dead season 1. So, like, knowing the ending to that, it's just like, fuck. Because it was like the first of his kind at the time. No one has ever released like a graphic novel like that to the world yet, with something like this. That was like their first game ever, right? So it blew up. And it couldn't be helped. I had to like, I was gonna find out eventually that the ending of Walking Dead season 1, if no one hasn't seen it yet or heard of it, then you're lucky. But it's gonna be hard to play that joint when I know the ending already. Like in my mind, I'm like, fuck.
Poor Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Okay.
Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town.
Wait, is Bloody Mary dead?
Because you brought the
Or does she just
crooked man
live in the mirror?
Everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
I feel like she's the type of Fable you can't kill.
You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Lee is top there in best dads in entertainment media. Facts.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Now fuck that! You want to touch her? Go!
I'll see you around, Wolf.
So, if I'm not a retard, I'm guessing she's the real Faith? Right? I don't fucking know. Conspiracy theories. I'll go help. I guess she had faith her decision would work. What did you do to Georgie? You and 31% of players left Georgie to die. It is what it is. Did you give the Crooked Man a trial? You could have skipped that entire segment? Bro, 9% of players skipped that entire segment and just threw him down the well? Holy. You and 38.6 of players threw the Crooked Man down the witching well. Oh, so this is like... It's pretty even across the board then. I guess... like 20-something% took him to jail and then 20% let him go or whatever. Oh, wait, the other one was like rip his head off, right? Yeah, never mind. You and 98.5% of players decide to accept TJ's gift. Who the fuck denied this? Y'all got no heart, bro. You as bad as Snow White, dude. Who did? Fucking Snow White Andes, man. They just want to see the little boy go to the farm. Unbelievable. Special stats. You lied to him about seeing Beauty outside the apartment. You fought him after the interrogation. You help him to avoid the farm. Damn, he dodged the farm, boys. Damn, that's a lucky pig right there. Slap Crane, good, good. You kick down her door and you burn her tree. Hey, I was a menace to Auntie Greenleaf, dog. What the fuck? I was a fucking menace. Gotta go to sleep. Sleep up when you do, guys. All right, Akko. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Hopefully someone can pass along the score I'm gonna give to the game after I review this joint. But have a good night, brother. Appreciate you being here, you know what I'm saying? Experiencing the end with us. You ripped his arm off at the bar, and I drank with him after Lily's funeral. Okay. You reported him to Snow for burglary. Damn, Jack. Damn. Okay, so... could I have kept Georgie alive? Right? Does that mean Georgie could have lived? I feel like his death was kind of inevitable. I think the only way to keep Georgie alive is back at the scuffle, right? Back at the Crooked Man's place. If I didn't stab him. So if I missed the QTE, I want to say that's the only way to save him. Cause like I can't think of any other way of him like surviving that stab wound. Like his fucking intestines were popping out, bro. You showed her Crane's photograph. Okay. Frames might be dropping again. Ah shit, I think that's on your end, brother. I think we Gucci over here right now. Tiny Tim, you chose to wait for him. You accepted his beetle and promised to give it to Snow. You damn right. Some evil motherfucker, that 1.5% of motherfuckers did not get this little thing. Fuck those guys, man. Did you even play the game? You gave him the money. Hell yeah. Fucking hell. Alright, blocking credits, okay. We have seen these credits like show up after like every episode, but now we can actually indulge and accept and give credit to those that made the game. Shout out to Telltale, man. This game, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did say I watched like a little bit of when it first came out, obviously I watched a playthrough of it. But that was like years ago. Well, this has been over a decade, right? So I haven't seen the game in over a decade. And honestly, there were some moments, some pockets in the playthrough where we would get to a certain part in the game and I'd be like, yo, I kind of remember what happened here, but gladly and thankfully most of the game was cloudy, or most of the plot points were cloudy, and there was like different ways this game could have went. Like, for example, Prince Lawrence could have been deceased, or could have ended up deceased in someone else's playthrough. Some other person could have also been a dickhead and not accepted Toad TJ's gift. So, you know, there are some different ways that this could have been played, and I am happy with the outcome of how this turned out. I'm pretty sure the ending would have been the same regardless, maybe with some people missing from the cutscenes, but I enjoyed it thoroughly, man. I enjoyed it. Let's start with graphics. This game, we'll start with the bad and get to the good. We're just gonna start off with, this game has a little bit of, it has some optimization issues. I don't know what system, what version of Windows came out during 2013. I want to say Windows 8 just came out or something, right? Oh, shit. Hey, yo. What? Can I scroll to this? Pick up a graphic novel today. Wait, are you... Oh, I thought you were gonna send me to the website, bro. What the fuck? Are you putting an ad in my game, bitch? You EA or something? But I will say this game does have some optimization issues. I think Vista, I feel like that's a little bit older. I want to say Windows 8. It was either Windows 7, it was like the back end of 7 and like the start of 8, like when 8 was really new. I don't know if it was made for those systems. I feel like Windows 10 is literally identical to Windows 8, so I don't know. There was some optimization issues. And what I mean by that is, like, as y'all saw, it happened in this session, in both sessions actually, but it happened in this session as well, where the transitions were not smooth enough. I want to say the issue is it goes back to like it being episodic. This game is not a full package, right? You have to play it episodically. Even if all the episodes are out at once, you still have to go back to the main menu, and you still have to pick the episodes individually instead of having it be seamless. So I want to say that's the reason why when the game tries to transition from like a cinematic or like the intro cutscene of Bigby walking through the streets of a fictionalized New York, which is Fabletown, the transition is not as smooth because it's trying to like load in a separate file or a separate like a separate thing that is not the intro cinematic. So I kind of wish that would be fixed given that this game has been out for more than 10 years, but it is what it is. Another thing I would have liked to see is Windows full screen, or at least okay, when you get to this screen of the game, I can alt-tab out and it's not as jarring. It's still a little, like, you see how it takes a little bit to load, right? It's not the smoothest, but it's definitely, when you first open the game, at least on PC, it completely bricks. It puts your system to a full stop. And you just have to sit there and hope it goes well. If it doesn't, you're gonna have to restart your computer probably. I don't know. But it just like it like stutters the entire computer. And it's a little bit worrying, right? It's a little bit fucking worrying, especially coming from a streamer point of view. You don't want to like, could you imagine, because people play multiple games in one session, right? So could you fucking imagine you go from like a game that's like optimized, I can't think of one out of my top of my head right now, and then you switch to something like this, and then like the entire stream is fucking stuttering, your windows are blinking all over the place. It's not practical. It's not good. So that's like two of the things I've noticed. This one's a little bit of a nitpick, but I think the game wasn't meant to be played over 60 FPS. I didn't notice it today, but yesterday there were some moments where just even if Bigby and Snow White was talking, like the frames would be a little bit inconsistent. Like I would see like a little bit of a slowdown. I would see like Snow White kind of, you know, turn into the Crooked Man a little bit and just like go like fast forward a little bit and like stutter. But that's a very like nitpicky thing, and I think I could have avoided that today. I was actually planning to like limit the FPS to 60 today to see if I would run into that problem, which we didn't. So it's not like a reoccurring thing. It's not present all the time. So I thought it would be worth a mention. As far as optimization goes, that did not deter from the presentation that was given to us with the game. The graphic novel-esque, the comic book looking design, and I was not expecting the graphics to be as advanced as it was. Like I was not expecting for a game that looks like this to have like smoke particle effects, and then you can see like the smoke from the cigarettes, or for example when Bigby slapped Crane across the face, you can actually see the imprints or where the hand or the slap like happened on his face. Like it was all red, and you can see like the outline of the fist or the handprint, right? That was surprising to me. I was not expecting that from a game this old. So that was cool. Another thing that stood out to me was the sound design. Everything that happened in this game, the chase sequences, the whatever furniture was like breaking, the glass that the glass sound effects that we had when we were fighting Bloody Mary, those sounded crisp. Like every single sound effect that happened in this game sounded good. Like it sounded perfect. The soundtrack, not too much in being like, nothing really stands out about the soundtrack, like it being one of the best game soundtracks, right? But it did its job. It did what it had to do. I like the whole little jazz thing they got going on. It kind of represents like the time frame that this game was taking place, which I want to say was the 80s. I think Switch mentioned that yesterday. And it just captured like the noir-esque of the game as well. So I thought it was a good pick, or a good direction that they had for the soundtrack. The story. The nitty-gritty of the game, the most important part of the game, because this is a visual novel. I don't know if they are on some Danganronpa shit, or Danganronpa's, that's what they made AI, right? I don't know if they're on some bullshit and saying that their game is not considered a visual novel, but what else would you classify it as? Adventure game? Get the fuck out of here. But, the story, it was good for what it was. Was it an amazing story? I would say yes. I would say if I had no like exposure to this, like if I never watched a playthrough of this at all ever, and this was like a 90% blind playthrough, right? If it was 100%, I would be satisfied with what we got here. Now, during the beginning of the playthrough, the first 2 episodes, shit was a little bit predictable with the whole glamour and Snow White not being Snow White and all that. I'm trying to like keep this spoiler free a little bit. It was like some of the scenarios that happened were a little bit predictable. Like the fights that we would get into, like you know where there was gonna be a fight going down when we entered that bar. You know what I'm saying? That type of ordeal. And the plot twists were good for what it was. I'm a little bit spoiled from like games like Yakuza, and other detective games like AI Somnium Files and Danganronpa even. So the plot twist, in terms of plot twists, it was a little bit weaker on that side of things, but it's still a solid fucking story. I enjoyed from beginning to end. I enjoy like especially like the dialogue, the banter, the conversations between the different characters. All the characters were memorable. Bigby is a solid protagonist. He wasn't corny. That's the thing about this game that I really enjoyed, right? It wasn't corny. Given the subject matter, I can't speak. Holy shit. Given the subject matter that we're dealing with here, like fables, fairy tales, you always associate those type of fiction with children books, right? And like something you would read when you were younger. But they shaped it to where like it was super dark, and this game had some gory moments, and it was discussing like very dark topics, which I enjoyed. There wasn't really any corniness. There was one part, I think Uncle Tickle said in the chat, that was cringe, and that was the Beauty and the Beast thing, but the whole game wasn't like that, and I appreciate that. I'm glad I wasn't cringing. For example, I'm gonna give them their flowers at the end of the playthrough, at the end of the review, but like for example, Life is Strange. When you play a game like that, there are some corny moments, right? A lot of them, more than I want to admit. But for something like this, they handled it well, and it wasn't corny in no way, shape, or form. And it was a solid dark. Like I said, it kind of like took place in New York, so it kind of like it had like a little bit of a Max Payne vibe to it, if that makes sense. In the sequel, I do wish to see more fables or characters. I think I enjoyed every single character. I don't think there was a single character in this game that I absolutely could not stand. I guess my least favorite character would probably, it's the way that he was written, would probably be Bluebeard. He was constantly just there, but he didn't do shit but bitch the entire time. He did absolutely nothing the entire game. He just stood there, he'd insert himself in conversations, and would just be a dickhead the entire time. Like he never transformed, we never explored his backstory on his fairy tale, on his fable. So I want to say, if you want to waste it, if you felt like any characters were wasted, it would be Bluebeard, 100%. Hopefully he makes a return in the sequel, and hopefully he plays a bigger role, because he wasn't doing anything, dude. Like, I thought he would maybe tie in towards the end. Maybe he was, because they were kind of like writing him that way, right? Like, something was sus about him, but nothing ever came out of it. He was not working with the Crooked Man. He's a fucking waste of space. And I hate to say that because the person who voice acted Bluebeard is fantastic. So I don't know. I'm a little bit mixed on that. In terms of favorite character, I don't know if I can pick a favorite, man. They're all top notch. Maybe Toad. Maybe Toad. Toad might be my favorite character from the game. Least favorite Bluebeard, favorite Toad. Just because of the accent, and just because of his like his, you know, his catchphrases or whatever, and the way he was talking, made me laugh quite a bit. But everyone did a fantastic job. There was, if you really want to nitpick, there were some moments where it felt like the emotional range wasn't there. I can't really give examples because it was just so little, like it was so negligible, right? But there are some moments, if you look deep enough, if you nitpick and pick it apart, there are some moments in the dialogue where it's like, it felt like they were like a robot, and they were, I wouldn't say they were reading off of the script, but that's essentially what they're doing, right? But I never mentioned it because it was so small, it's such a small thing, so that's only if you're really looking into it, like if you're looking for it. But yeah, hopefully we have a bigger Fable gallery in the second game. I want to see Pinocchio. I just really want to see Pinocchio, how they're gonna write him in, right? That's like the main person I want to see. I want to say that coming off the top of my head. I don't know if Peter Pan is a Fable, but that would be cool to see as well. Yeah, is he a Fable or is he just strictly Disney? I don't fucking know. Anyway, the story was good. It had me invested. I also want to say the pacing of the story was very well done. I know in the achievements that were popping up, some chapters were quicker than others, but in terms of storytelling, there was never a point in time in this entire playthrough where I felt like we would stay at a certain area or a certain segment, like we weren't overstaying. Like, for example, the bar segment, right, when we fought maybe the woodsman and Grendel, whatever his name is. I felt like that segment, that's just an example. I felt like we never overstayed in that part, and we didn't rush through that part. The pacing was well done. It kept me invested in terms of that. Sometimes games like these, they would like just stick. They would have so much dialogue in one section of the game, and you would just be held hostage there for the entire time, and they just won't progress. This one, very well done. Gameplay. There's not really much to say. The highlight of the gameplay, if you even want to, like the highlight of the gameplay and what you can consider gameplay is the QTE segments. Sure, there's a little bit of detective-ness going around where you can walk around and look on, like, inspect shit. But for the majority of the gameplay that was present in the game, it was mostly the QTE segments. I wish there was more, but I'm satisfied with what we got. And going back to the detective part of the game, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. There was only 2 instances where it felt like I was a detective or trying to find clues. If you play through this game, it's very linear. It is super linear. I mentioned this in the first session, but I'm gonna use another game for. I'm gonna keep using the game as another example. Life is Strange. In Life is Strange, it is also a linear game. It's not like you get to freely do whatever the fuck you want. But when you're over here, when you're at an area, like, so let's just say Life is Strange is based on a high school, right? It's like takes place at the high school. It felt like in that game, even though with limited space, similar to this one, it felt like I could explore the entire canvas, the entire campus and canvas of whatever area they put us in. Like, for example, they put us in one classroom. I can explore every single inch of that classroom where I can find, like, dust particles. I could find anything in that classroom. Here, it just felt like you give me this entire space, like the courtyard in front of the hotel, and I can only explore, there's only like one or sometimes not even one or two things that I can pick up or really look at, and they don't really mean much. Like, oh, we can look at the sign that says step off the grass. Oh, we can look at the grass itself, but it doesn't really add anything to the investigation. It doesn't add anything to the story. So I felt like there was a lot of wasted space that they could have used, and there was only 2 instances that I can recall where you can pick something up from the floor that would be useful to for like a dialogue option. Like, for example, we got Crane's money from the butcher shop, right? And then we could use that to pay Toad, or to give it to Toad to help him out. There was another instance where there was a perfume on the desk, on Snow's desk, and then we can use that somehow to tie in with the corpse that we found. But it was very small. I was expecting more detectiveness in terms of like finding clues and having it help with the investigation. So I wish there hopefully there's a little bit more. And I hate to say it, what's that one fucking game? What game is that? I forgot the fucking name because they changed it. The one that Switch hates. Tales, I think, is what the fuck it's called. The front half of that game had more detective mechanics than this one. It didn't really feel like I was a detective in this game. It felt like I was a werewolf in detective clothes, which essentially is what it is. But I'm just saying, in the sequel, hopefully have a little bit more engagement that I can say that, you know, for me to say that there was actually some gameplay in this game besides the QTE segments. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm trying to say. I need more than just the QTE segments, but for what I got here, fine. Satisfied. This one's a nitpick, I guess, but I've been complaining about the entire time. We need to add at least 2 seconds to that stupid fucking dialogue timer. Ain't no, like, when you're talking to someone, right? And the worst part about it is when you're talking to a NPC, let's just say, Snow White, for example. You talking to her, and you present me these 4 dialogue options, and at the same time, I'm trying to think, what is the good response to what she said? She's still yapping. She's still yapping to me, bro. So, like, in the middle of the yapping, I'm like, wait, what if I want to pick another dialogue option that would kind of go with what she's saying to my face right at the second? And then by the time I try to pick a dialogue option, it's over. It's over. I don't have fucking time anymore. So I need like at least 2-3 seconds on the timer in the sequel, all right? Just a little bit. I'm glad the pause button is there, but holy fuck, bro. There's like some iframes when you even unpause it, right? When you unpause the game kind of eats a little bit of those seconds unpausing, and you still can't have time to pick a dialogue option that you wanted to pick. It's a little bit annoying, especially when choices matter in the game. Come on, man. Come on, dude. A nice quality of life I would like to see, or would have liked to have in this game, is I'm glad the pause feature is there. You can pause the game at any time you want, but I wish that there was an advanced button, or I could skip through some of the dialogue. Now, some dumbass on Reddit I saw, because I looked this up to see if I could do it, right? Because I didn't want to review the game if I didn't use the functions of the game that was provided. But there is no way to advance through the text in this game, or through the dialogue. And some idiot at Reddit said, why the fuck would you want to do that? Because what if the game crashes, homie? What if the game crashes? What if the game bugs out? You have to reload the chapter or reload a checkpoint, and you don't want to sit through all that dialogue again. Huh? Well, you ever think about it before you post a Reddit post? Idiots? But yeah, I hope I hope in the sequel there is at least an advanced button, another quality of life. Again, I've been spoiled by other games, but having some, like, in addition to the pause menu or like the pause function, having a little bit of a recap, because especially like if you're streaming, for example, you're reading chat and then you kind of miss a little bit of a second of what they're talking about, and you not being able to, like, you don't know what they were talking about, and then you have these dialogue options in front of you. You don't know what to pick. You don't want to pick the wrong option because choices matter, right? So, and then you pick something and it doesn't go to your favor. It's a little bit of a mess. So, I don't know how they're gonna fit that in, but having like a recap section, other games I can think of doing this is GTA. I think GTA has one. I know Persona, some of the Persona games have it, where you can go back to the conversation and like get your feet back on the subject. But yeah, something like that would be nice, especially for a game like this when like clues and investigation is important. But yeah, I think another thing I just want to mention is the inventory system, or the lack of. There is an inventory in the game, but you actually cannot inspect. That's what I mean. That brings us all the way back to the conversation with the detective part of the game. I have these things in my inventory, right? There's a... Hold on. Let's go to the settings real quick. Controls. So there actually is a keybind that says show selectables, or select action cycle through inventory, right? And there is an inventory present. Like, for example, if I have a roll of money, it's there. If I collect, like, the ribbon, it's there. It goes into my inventory. But it's useless. Like, I don't know how much money I have. There's no insight on the ribbon. Like, oh, where... Like, for example, let's say you get a ribbon from a previous cutscene, and you see it in your inventory bar on the left, but you don't remember where you got it from, you don't know what it does, and you want a little bit more insight on it. You can't do that, because when you scroll through the inventory, it just says, oh, you have a roll of money. Thanks, that's very useful, bro. How the fuck is this gonna help me in my investigation? Huh? That's a little bit annoying. Hopefully there's a better inventory system, management system, or whatever in the second game. I feel like that was the most half-assed feature they have put it in the game. Another half-assed feature I want to say is the sprint button. You can see right here it says run. Bigby ain't running. He ain't running. There was not a the only time he ran was during the QT segments. But like actually controlling the character and having him run, he wasn't running. And his fast-paced walk wasn't that fast. But that's all I have to say about that. Overall, like every time I review something, it's the way I talk. It sounds like I'm being super negative in these reviews, but I really thoroughly enjoyed the game. It's just the way I talk. You know what I'm saying? But I really enjoyed this game for what it was. Cannot wait for the sequel. I hope it's polished. I hope it comes out clean. And this will be the first Telltale game that I have completed on the channel. Now, like I said before, or I said early in the session, if anybody's watching this and is wondering if I am going to play The Wolf Among Us 2 on release date, under one condition, and I don't think they're gonna do it because that's how Telltale is. If they release all the episodes at once, that's not gonna happen. Let's be honest. And the only reason is I don't want to play through the episodes, wait a couple weeks for the next episode to come out, and then just forget all of. Like, they give a recap, but I really want to invest into the story, and it's really hard for me to invest into something when I have to wait a week or more and just play other games and You know, other games have stories too, right? And I don't want to be mixing, crisscrossing different stories together. So I don't think I'll be playing The Wolf Among Us 2 on release dates. I'm gonna wait until all the episodes are out, but I am fine with that. I am fine with that. But as soon as all the episodes are out, I will be heavily considering it. You know what I'm saying? So before I give my review, another reason why I haven't touched Telltale Games specifically on the channel is because my gripe with them is not the whole choice thing. To be honest with you, I don't really have a problem with the choice thing or like having decisions that don't actually matter. It can be two sides of a coin, right? I know a lot of people have a problem with it because like your choices don't actually matter. The end was already pre-written. The ending was going to be the ending regardless of what happens. This person's going to die at the end. It doesn't matter. But I am on the side of the coin where the journey to the end is very well done. Like the choices it felt like the choices mattered at the heat of the moment. And I know I might be speaking a little bit early. Maybe I'll run into the problem that other people have when I play more Telltale games. But for what this was, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. The like putting you on the spot and having you pick this or that, and have like, for example, this one, if you go to this game had options where you can go to different spots, different places, right? You can investigate this place or investigate that, and you get to pick and choose where to go first. And that whatever you pick, it does matter. If you go here first, the events that happen are different to someone else who might have picked the other one, even if they lead to the same road. But I think they did a good job with that. Having choices like really intensify the situation at that given time and helping out, you know, making the journey towards the end fruitful. But we'll see if my stance on that will change when I play more Telltale games. But my gripe with Telltale games, that wasn't even the gripe, I was just explaining shit. My gripe with the Telltale games is that they are based off of something else. You want me to explain? I got you. There is no Telltale game that is unique. Like, there is no original idea that comes out of these games. They are always based off of something. They're building off of something. This one, for example, I thought this was actually an original idea, but it's built off of a comic series or a book from I forgot his name, is like escaping me right now, but this is based off a novel, right? What else? The Walking Dead, the one that they're known for, is based off of The Walking Dead, right? The Walking Dead's already established. Let's say another one, Borderlands. That's based off of Borderlands. What's another one? Batman Telltale is based off Batman. You see what I mean? Telltale doesn't really... I wish they would have original games. And I've been shitting on them for, like, a lot, but I'm gonna give them their flowers, right? Don't Nod. Life is Strange. I mentioned it 1,000 times. That's a real story. That's original. That's not based off of anything. And I give props to Don't Nod and Life is Strange for making something original. These Telltale games, the creativity has a ceiling. It has a ceiling because it's based off of something else. And could you imagine, like, because some of these things have fandoms, right? And they can get crazy. So imagine you don't do, like, these characters justice. Like, let's say they slip up once or twice. It's not gonna look good for them. So I want Telltale to make an original fucking game. Please. And another example is, I think they just made, their latest game was based off of the TV show. I forgot the name of it, but even their latest game coming back, right? Since they had like a little falling out and they had some layoffs or whatever, the studio closed down for like a small period of time. They came back and is building off of something else. Like, you can, like, with that logic, you can literally, you can make anything, bro. You're looking like Fortnite out here. I don't like that. Like, you can make A Telltale game about Dragon Ball. You can make a Telltale game about what else, man? A different comic book hero. Like, I need something original, man. I need something original, and hopefully, until the end of their lifespan, the studio, which is hopefully not anytime soon, because I do appreciate it, but I need something original, okay? Hopefully. But that's my entire gripe. That's like the only thing I don't like about Telltale Games. But it's not like I'm saying I hate them. It's, you know, it's just a problem. It's a minor inconvenience. It's a minor issue. It's lacking a little bit of originality for me. Now, let's get to the scores, man. Since The Wolf Among Us 2 is not out yet, I can safely rate this shit. Graphics. With the optimization, even with the optimization issues, I'm still going to give this a 4.5. It has stood the sands of time, the grains of time. What the fuck is it saying? It has withstood time, okay? For a game that is over a decade old, this still looks gorgeous. Like, for example, a showcase where I thought, like, I was, like, blown away by the graphics was when we were in Crane's apartment and you can see the skyline view of the city from his window. That shit looked good. That shit looked crisp. Also, like, the goriness as well, right? With the bones popping out, like, the attention to detail is insane. 4.5 for graphics. Only reason it's not a 5 is because of the, the issues we had. Story. I think they did a good job. I think it came to do what it wanted to do and what it had to do. 5 out of 5 for the story. I will remember this one for sure. Gameplay. It's a bittersweet thing to rate because you have to rate it on a visual novel scale. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. It's right in the middle. It's like your average. Like, the QT segments were fun. Again, I had a little bit of a issue with, like, the detective parts of the game. It's just right in the middle. It's average, mid. Gameplay, mid. Nothing's wrong about it, but ain't nothing memorable about it. You feel me? And the final score I'm gonna give it. Listen, I gotta think hard about this. I care about these scores, okay? Don't judge me. The Wolf Among Us. Graphics, 4.5. Story, 5 out of 5. Gameplay, 2.5. Overall score. It is getting an 8 out of 10 from Super Majin Kev. You know what I'm saying? And that's the final verdict on that. Withstood the test of time. That sounds right. That sounds. Sands of Time? Fucking Prince of Persia? What the fuck? But yeah. 8 out of 10 for The Wolf Among Us. Now, the sequel has been announced, and it is a thing. Hopefully it doesn't get canceled. But if the sequel, this score could change. If that one is shit or amazing. Like, this it could affect this score. But for right now, it's solidified. 8 out of 10. Now, let's exit the game. I kind of want to see the pictures of the wolf. We can watch the trailer as well. Since it's a short stream, fuck it, might as well. This also moves. I have to pause it because, yep, there it is. TelltaleGames.com, dude. Wait, how many trailers does this motherfucker have? swear to God, if they shut down again. Could you imagine, bro? Could you fucking imagine? Yeah. Wolf. I hate how quiet it is. Son of a bitch. Season 2. Whoa, the trailer came out 2 years ago? Like the official? Okay, let's watch the trailer first. And then see the pictures. Jesus. Holy fuck. Man, fuck IGN. Give me something else. I spelled trailer wrong. Trialer. Fuck, I doubled down on it, dude. There's the announcement trailer. I don't give a fuck about that. Why is it IGN? PlayStation. Okay. Are these the pictures? Or where's the new ones? Is this it? Update from 1 day ago? I ain't sitting here for 8 minutes, man. Fuck that. Okay, let's watch the pictures. Okay, let's. Yo! That's the Tin Man! Hey, yo! Got some Wizard of Oz in this motherfucker? I will say, hopefully they polish the art style a bit. It looks a little sloppy. Like, if you think of how, like, to, like, sketch it, it looks a little, you know what I'm saying? But, who the fuck am I to judge? Shit. Let me grab the link. Alright, while you do that, let's watch the trailer, boys. Am I being framed? Who is Tin Man working with? Scarecrow! That's not Red Riding Hood, is it? No way. Yeah, that's a good one, man. Good one. 2023, huh? That's a good one. Good one. Good one, Telltale. Holy, dude. 2023, can't wait for it. Same. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, you're not gonna let me... Man, fuck you. Alright, opening all these images in a new tab, cause thanks, website. Batman vibes. Living healthy, say no to drugs. So, Bigby has a drinking problem? Or he's developed one, I think? Investigate the crime scene. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. It just looks... Some of it looks a little... wishy-washy. Like some of the... How do I fucking explain it? Looks like some water paints. You know what I mean? Like... I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it without sounding like a dick. Or without sounding stupid. It just feels like it could be a little bit more refined. Like the edges of the, like, certain shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. It looks good. Whatever. But yeah, there it is, boys. There it is. Another game down. First pick could definitely be a screensaver. True. True. What the, like, the skyline looking like Batman taking a cig, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I want to thank everyone for showing up today, for showing up to the stream. The next game we're gonna be playing is off that list. Let's see if I can pull it up without lagging my shit. It should be RoboCop Rogue City. I think Akko said Night City earlier, but I think it's Rogue City. Right. We'll see how that one goes, man. We'll see how that one goes. I think that's a game request from Carrigal. But everyone who showed up, I want to thank Gene, Switch, Smith is probably lurking out there. I want to thank Akko, Jess came by, Uncle Rickle Tickle Pickle. And I want to say that if I missed you, Sag, if I missed, better luck next time. You feel me? Tell Me When It's Over by Jackie's, Summer Walker, and Black. This song is fucking mint. I love this fucking song. Until next time, boys. I'm Super Majin Kev. I'm out this bitch. Peace!